You've seen him for years as Hollywood's bad guy on TV and in movies. Now, listen to him right here. Here's your host, the multi-talented Jasper Cole.
Woohoo! All right. Howdy, 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 and welcome back to On the Set with Jasper Cole. That would be me, your host, Mr. Jasper Cole, coming to you live from Hollywood, California, right here at the historical Sunset Gower Studios. This is our holiday show. It's our last show of 2014. And so we're non-denominational, Sunday worship. We're Jewish, we're Muslim, we're Christian, Pentecostal Baptist, whatever you need. So speaking of, we want to say hi to our producer, Mr. JW, John Williams.
Well, hello.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm fighting a little congestion
I
thing,
know.
but
I
other
want you
than
to
that,
feel better.
yes.
And you'll be better as the show goes on.
Yes.
I'm glad you're better.
Thank you.
And well, let's just get right to it and say hi to our diva from Orange County, Entertainment Dish with Dara, Zane Scully.
Hello, Planet
Look at
Earth.
you, just all resplendent. Is resplendent a word?
I don't know.
I think you're trying to say resplendent. That would be
Resplendent, thank
Ralph
you.
Cole
Right.
Jr.
Public school
Hi.
in Georgia.
Yes,
You've not been
everybody.
introduced. It's all about Dara.
Hi.
In your red. You look so lovely.
Well, I thought I'd be Christmaka.
You're like Hanukkah bush. Although I don't know what your
I'm
bush
so
looks
glad I
like.
went
I'm
to the
assuming
bathroom.
there's not a lot
It's
there.
turned down.
Are you a ginger?
No.
No. Okay,
Wow.
speaking of bush.
We went right into it.
We do. Oh, right into it.
That voice that you're hearing,
Pun intended.
she's back. Say hi to my way too gay sidekick, Alec Mappa. Oh, I'm sorry. Ralph Cole Jr.
Who's Alec Mappa?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He has a show with us.
I know.
Yes, he
He
does.
tried to get your job, but instead he got his own show.
Alec
Ralph.
Mappa,
Whoops.
I love you.
Right.
Planet Eartha, how is everybody? I'm so glad to be back. Now, a lot of you have tweeted and called in wondering where
Nobody
I was.
did.
They
But thank you. Thank you. though.
Wow.
No, it's good.
No, it's kind
Wow.
of...
They
I
tweet-
kind of was enjoying him not ripping on
Who
you,
did
but
they-
when you're here, he's got
Ralph-
to rip on
Ralph-
you.
even when I wasn't here, I mean,
Ralph,
it's
who
just
What
did
kind of died down
Who
a
did
bit?
they tweet to?
me.
Oh.
At Ralph Cole
Wow.
Jr.
Thank you.
Right. Well, what they were tweeting about was wondering where I was last month in Planet Earth, and Dara was nice enough to ask how the production of Bitches Win by Sean Abley that I happened to be able to star in.
Ralph got a lot of good reviews.
Oh, thank
He got
you,
great
Dara.
A
reviews.
lot.
I saw the
Great
show.
reviews.
Jasper came to the show. We got great reviews. It was fulfilling. I worked with some great people, and I'm glad to be back.
You
got
got to bring that show to the OC so I can see it.
That would be fun if they wanted to do it there.
Yeah,
or, you know,
okay.
And travel
I'll talk
around.
to my people.
Okay, do that,
Speaking
Dara.
of the OC, Dixie Longate is coming to
I know,
Orange
and
County.
they extended.
great, 'cause
They
it's-
extended
the
the
tickets are
shows.
selling. Do you want to go?
You know what? I think I do need
I
to
think
go.
you and the girls would enjoy. I'll get Chris to hook up something.
Well,
for
I
you.
can pay for my own ticket,
I'm
but
not
yeah.
saying that you can't pay for it, but I thought maybe you'd want to backstage.
Wow,
pass.
Jasper. Now
I mean,
that Jasper,
bitch, I mean
wait a
bitch
second.
in a good way.
Wait a second. Now that Jasper isn't dying of cancer,
well, let's
and
not talk
I
about
and I
that.
already told him.
I don't discuss my personal life on Facebook or anything like that.
I already told
Ralph
him
doesn't like when people
that
do
mean
that. That's why
lives
I did
long, so he didn't have to worry. That's what I told him. Don't worry, honey. You'll be fine. Mean lives long.
Oh, that's why
Right?
he wrote that. Okay.
Yes.
I got
love
that
it.
from Dara. Mean
That is-
lives
He'll be
forever.
just
Mean
fine.
Yeah.
Lives long.
But let's
Yeah.
But let's lighten it up.
Yes.
Dara, where can people follow
But
social media?
I am at Twitter, Dara Zane Scully. So don't forget the middle name, Zane, which is my maiden name. And I have a Facebook page, Entertainment Dish with Dara. Please like my page. Thank you.
And Ralph,
No.
you've already mentioned that you're at
Ralph Cole Jr.
Jr.
on Twitter.
But now
and
I
Ralph
want
Cole Jr.
everyone
on
to
Facebook.
remember you can follow
No.
the show at
Wait,
On
he
the
interrupted you.
When you
Wait,
were-
Ralph,
slow
I was
down.
gonna
What
plug
was it like when you were a maiden?
a maiden.
Oh, I love being a Zane. I love being Scully too. I just was a Zane for so long. Yeah.
Right.
And I love that name. And Murray and Linda didn't have any boys. So I feel like I got to have that name still represent.
yes.
Nicholas's middle name is Zane.
Oh, I like
Yes.
that. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
And Nicholas is starting to drive.
Yes.
Yes.
15 and a half. Got his
Got
learner's
his
permit.
license.
Took a good picture. He was really happy about that. It's hilarious.
The picture in the
The
car.
vanity runs in the family.
Okay, the picture is sitting in the car?
No, the picture on the
Oh, on
permit,
the
which will
permit.
be then on the license. I think, right? They'll
And
use
you've had
Yeah.
you've had the talk, right?
What
about
talk?
About everything.
Oh, I talked to them about everything.
Condoms and everything.
Everything.
Right.
That kid is so scared. He says, "Mom, I'm gonna have to wear 3 condoms when it happens."
Oh,
Because
my
I said,
goodness.
don't have some dumb girl get herself pregnant. Then you're hooked. Done.
Put a sheepskin rug on the back seat.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
we'll do like the Orthodox.
Daryl was like, "That's how I got you." So please don't.
No,
I'm joking.
no, but
No,
yes.
I was joking.
No,
That was
you
a
know,
that was a joke.
Ralph, I
These
told you
girls-
don't repeat that.
It's fine.
Certain things.
Murray makes joke. Hi, Murray, if you're watching.
Murray,
Hey,
Dr.
Dr.
Zane. I'm looking
Zane.
for a good psychiatrist, Murray.
Okay, he doesn't prescribe.
Showtime.
Showtime. Yeah.
Right.
No, he
We'll make it a
makes
reality
jokes
show.
that I was pregnant, and that's why I got married. But no. June 28th we got married, and we had Nicholas May 21st. So do the math. That's 11 months.
Okay.
Yes.
Yay,
Well, that
Daryl.
time around.
Okay.
You
Wow.
were married.
Okay.
You were married before, but no kids.
Yes, I was.
Right.
Yes, to a really cute Englishman.
English guy, uncut.
But he thought it was sexy to be on welfare, and I didn't.
Okay.
Right.
Well, Dara, what did you think of the uncircumcision? Because most English people are uncircumcised.
Okay.
Being-
Well,
you're-
it's kind of
'cause-
like an anteater.
Yeah, I'm not into that either.
But apparently-
I mean, as a straight guy.
Apparently,
I'm
they
not-
have more sensation.
But apparently, it's
Oh, right.
something that.
But I think there's an STD increase. I don't know.
Merry Christmas.
That was so long ago.
Happy holidays.
That was very brief. and-
Enjoy your eggnog
Yes.
and your cheese.
Oh, I love eggnog.
Enjoy your feta cheese.
Oh.
Okay.
But it gives you
speaking
gas.
Of, I don't know. I'm
I
on
think it's really
pills.
sad that the show has to go. To
But
this
listen, you
level.
can follow this pathetic
Seriously.
show if you want to on Facebook
There's
at
so
On the
many
Set.
things
Shut
that we could be
up,
talking
Ralph.
about, but yet you bring the show
On the
down
Set
to
with
that
Jasper
level.
Cole. Twitter is On the Set
Wow.
WJasper. You can also go to my
Dara, the
website,
show used to have so much
jaspercole.com,
more
or
respect when we
we
first
have a
started.
website
When?
on the
When?
on the set with
Year one.
jaspercole.com.
Oh my goodness!
But
He's
listen,
still talking.
bitches, today's a very special day. It is our guru, Tony Sweet's 55th birthday. Oh, I'm sorry. 45th birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday!
So I thought, since
Ralph,
JW
sing it.
is a great singer.
Yes.
Oh no,
These
let
two.
JW.
Wait,
no,
did you
JW.
notice I said JW?
Oh no,
No,
don't
these
put-
two.
No,
you're
no, JW, do you do your best work when you have an abscess?
No, I
Right.
need to do
No,
like a
seriously.
Sonny and Cher thing.
Yeah.
Stop.
So
No,
on
say-
the count of 3,
Stop.
1,
I'll be your backup. You go.
2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tony.
Wow.
If that's your real name.
Happy
Projection.
birthday to
Wow.
you.
Bravo.
And many more.
You know what? YouTube, Christmas song, JW.
Yeah.
Let's produce it.
Fabulous.
Yes.
That was
thank
for you, Tony. I hope you're listening.
Thank you, Tony.
Happy birthday, Tony. We love
Bang
you.
that wall, motherfucker.
Happy birthday, Tony. And may all your dreams continue to come true.
Exactly.
You know what? I don't see any fucking snacks in
No,
here
and the
today.
reason we did not bring
The
any,
cake?
Ralph,
Wow.
I just thought about
is
that.
because there is a party later, and I
Yes.
figured, why would I bake when I'm going to save it for the party?
That's a good point.
You missed
Right.
the cake when you walked in, too. There's
There's
cake
cake.
sitting on
I'm going to
Tony's
have to
desk.
go get a piece of that
There's
cake.
birthday cake.
Okay, I'm going to get a piece of that shit.
And get me some too.
Okay, we're
on the break.
I'd like the end with a lot of frosting. the Zane girls, we go crazy for cake. It's
You're
like
all
our it's like our crack cocaine.
It's a good segue to talk about the theme of our show
Oh,
today.
fitness.
Fitness.
Oh, see, he's just
Hi,
Tony.
He's on a
Happy
delay.
birthday.
I'm going to be coming in a few minutes to getting 2 pieces of cake.
Yes,
okay?
the
Thank
end
you, okay,
pieces.
thank
Come
you,
say
thank you,
hello
yeah.
in
No
camera.
spitting on it.
Yeah, Tony, come
Say
sit
hello.
down.
Oh.
Come and say
Right in the
hello.
middle there. Right in the middle. Right
come
between
on
the two.
over.
There you go. Give him some love. There's Tony.
Look, Tony got his hair did and everything.
He's all lit up. Oh, happy birthday, Tony.
Wow.
I felt him up. He liked it.
Wow.
Oh. Okay.
But as I was saying, we have a little bit
Yes.
of a theme
Oh,
of
yes.
fitness today.
Shouldn't
because,
we wait for January for that?
No, because we're going to talk
With all the
about
other fatties?
we're going to talk about how to stay fit, Dara, during the holidays.
Oh, right.
So at 4:15, we have a wonderful guest, Vincent Ferguson, who has a podcast called 6 Weeks to Fitness. I was on his show. That's how I get the guest here. You invite me on your show, and then you come on my show. Otherwise, you don't get to do it. But anyway, so then Hanala Sagal, who's coming in with her husband, Aaron Webster.
Yes.
Hanala is a fitness guru. a yoga coach. She does
Right.
it all. And then Ralph Cole Jr. teaches 3 exercise classes a week.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Jasper, for bringing
And
that up.
as you notice, I'm wearing Caliente Fitness, one of our former guests,
Yes.
Jason Roselle.
Jason, yes.
This is his company, and I am supporting his company.
Jason,
today.
if you're listening, and I'm sure you probably will, and we'll get you the timestamp so you'll know right where to come in.
Oh.
When Jasper saw me walk in today, and he knows my love of orange, he was like, Ralph, you have got to get one of these T-shirts. So with that said, Jason, I'm sure that'll be forthcoming. I love you. Thank you.
Actually, Jason, what I did was I reminded Ralph that the way people get this shirt is they contribute to
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
your
Well,
crowdfunding.
well,
so
yeah,
what
he was
Ralph
expla-
said
he was
was
explaining to me.
What's it crowdfunding? What do they?
he was raising money for his next
Was it on Kickstarter or
Kickstarter
Indiegogo?
for his
For what?
next music video and his
Fitness
products.
video.
Yeah. So I told Ralph it would be great. His salary today would be a great donation.
Jasper doesn't like me to do that.
To
And
yes,
so,
I would.
You know,
so in fact,
anyway,
Jason, he's
so thank you
pledging
for your
now
shout-out.
$100.
Oh wow!
To that's
you
what
imagine?
he's going to
No.
match my $100
Right.
to get a T-shirt.
You don't give $100 to anybody.
I did.
Thank you, Dara.
I did.
Thank you.
Speaking of money banks, I want to say hi to Dennis Tyrone, who's
Yay,
also here.
Yay,
Dennis is
Tyrone
in the green
Artworks.
room.
Dennis, you're a saint.
Hello, I know.
Poor Dennis.
I said to Dennis, wow, what a life you must have. The things you must have seen and heard.
It's been a hard week.
God, isn't it so funny? Isn't that so sad? Because if you were actually crying, we'd still be here laughing.
That's what you were laughing.
That's
You were
not
laughing.
true. If he was for real, we would feel
No,
bad.
we
We'd be off our seats.
Yes, we
The
would.
problem is you won't know when I'm for real.
I-
Feel
be
free
go-
to come in and
Oh.
comment, Dennis, when you hear this.
Oh,
Dennis.
He's in the green room right
Dennis
now.
is just, he's barely hanging on.
He'll be like crying, and I'll be cutting cake for us.
Oh, wow. That's like a wicked laugh.
So
Okay.
anyway, I'm thinking of letting my hair go gray. So I was wondering if the viewers everyone give the thought on that. Because I want this next phase of my career to be like Sam Shepard. I wanna
Oh,
do the
he's
whole show.
hot.
Yeah. Were we talking about that or did I
No,
just segue?
you totally just
Oh,
didn't even
okay.
segue. Bulldozer. He's hot.
You like Sam?
Oh, yeah.
Not Sam Shepard. I meant Sam Elliott. You know, with the long gray.
Yes, that's
yeah.
who I meant to.
That's right. Although we like Sam Shepard. He was.
Who's- I got him
remember,
mixed
he's
up.
the player.
Wow,
he was
I'm
with
almost
Jessica
50.
Lange until she left him for
Sam Shepard or Elliot?
Sam
Well,
Shepard,
they're both hot.
Well, Sam Shepard was with Jessica
They're
Lange.
both
and then
hot.
she left him for Sarah Paulson, her co-star on American Horror Story.
Oh, Jessica's lesbian now?
Well, she's bisexual. Most you women all go back and forth.
I don't do vaginas.
You never swam in the lady
No,
pond?
no vaginas.
Oh, do you
No.
think either of your sisters?
Maybe a
have?
makeout, but I never did a makeout. But the girls nowadays, the next generation, they seem to get drunk and make out with each other. I don't get it.
Right.
No,
That's
I like
who I
men.
should get on the show. I was just
Who?
thinking about that.
Who?
My friend. I was gonna say my new friend, but my friend is the new freak on American Horror Story. Do you watch
Naomi?
No,
Or
she is. I'm a Wiggles. Her name is Chrissy Metz.
Is she this new season?
Yes.
I haven't seen
Oh, okay.
that. I have a TiVo'd.
Okay.
This is when they're in the circus?
Yes, bring her
Yes,
on.
Yeah.
they're in the freak show. Yes.
I don't watch it, but bring her.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Bring it.
And yeah, I will.
Is Elizabeth Elizabeth waiting in the parking lot for 2.5 hours? Remember that?
Oh,
Our
Elizabeth.
friend, she's hilarious.
Reagan.
She
Anytime
okay,
she
so
goes to any
we're gonna
events.
plug her. Well, first of all, Elizabeth, you were brilliant on
The X's. So funny.
and then she has Two Broke Girls coming up in
up.
January.
Oh,
And she has also has
Okay.
Awkward. I don't know if Awkward aired yet.
Did they cut her out of that?
I
well,
don't
because she
know.
badmouthed them.
Oh, I don't know.
Not on our show.
No, she did.
Betty, if you're listening,
Betty plays a waitress
and you
on
will,
Awkward,
and on the
and she's
X-
a waitress now. Where? Kidding, Elizabeth.
wow.
She's a
Jasper.
sweetheart.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth.
Yeah,
is
she's
so-
a lot of fun.
She's made for 3 or 4 camera shows. She's right at home.
Oh, totally.
like Ralph is.
Thank
Yes,
you, Jasper. She
yes,
did great on
yes.
the X's.
Well, Ralph, we have 3 here, so you're sort
Oh,
of like.
you
I'm
can take
kind
them
of
off
doing
me.
I'm kind of doing my sitcom.
We
right
also
now.
want to
Thank
give a congratulations.
Doesn't Ralph look smashing?
you. Thank you.
I mean,
Darren.
seriously.
So do you. Look at both of us.
He's just a fashion plate.
Look at us. It is
I
serious.
mean,
And
unbelievable.
Jasper- and
With-
thanks to Jason Roselle's teacher that you were
that
gonna
Ralph
be
is going to
forwarded-
pledge. But
forwarded-
listen, we want to thank. We
Yes.
want to congratulate Carlise Burke because she just landed a big guest spot on a new show called Ballers.
Oh, yay!
Mark Wahlberg show, and she's actually going back in February to shoot another episode. So that's what I call reoccurring.
Yes.
And that's going to start
Go
airing in the
Carlise.
summer. But I think we're just getting word that our first guest is on the line.
Okay.
Oh, great. Is this Vincent Ferguson?
Hey, Vincent. Is this Vincent?
Hello.
Is this Vincent Ferguson?
No, this is Richard Flores calling from you live on a Maui.
Oh, that's my friend Richard. Hi,
Oh,
Richard.
Richard. I'm sorry. I thought you were our first guest.
That's one of my buddies
How are you?
on Twitter.
I am doing fantastic.
He's in Hawaii.
Sunday.
Wow, you're on the Big Island?
He's
or-
calling from Hawaii. Now, that's a true fan.
Wow.
Which island?
I am on Maui. I'm
Oh.
on my fifth floor balcony, and I'm looking over the ocean, and I
That-
got surfers here in front of me.
That is a tough life, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's really tough. And I'm looking out, and I got a good shot of two neighboring islands, and way off in the distance, just my eyesight at 49 starts to go anyway.
Do you have a glaucoma?
Say hi to
There.
Michelle, Richard.
Oh, I will. Yeah, she's in the other room. Actually, we're getting ready to go on the sunset cruise about 2:30 after the been outside about on Twitter. So
Very
I was hoping to
nice.
get in- I was hoping to get in really quick before I had to leave.
Yes. Well, thank
Well,
you
thank
for
you for
calling.
listening.
You're
Thanks
so
for
sweet,
That
calling
was
in.
so
Richard.
nice, Richard.
Miss Richard.
Mahala, right? Is that
Mahala.
Mahala.
Yeah.
Have a drink for me, honey.
Yes.
Hey,
Well,
I will. I will have a big thing of pineapple.
He's a
and
sweetheart.
happy holidays.
Hey, you know what? It's kind of weird that you walk through the lobby and all the streets are decked out, with decorations and everything. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
89 degrees and a little bit of humidity. But I've never been in the state of Hawaii on December 7th. They kind of take it a little bit more seriously out here.
Oh, yeah. Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah. that's it.
Jasper.
Yeah.
Jasper knew.
I've actually been to when I was in Honolulu, I went to the memorial there with my parents.
I want to go next summer.
It's very
We're going for
very moving.
Yeah.
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 It is very nice. They redid the visitor center and they opened up the USS Missouri. We have
Well,
submarine museum.
Well, listen, we are going to our first guest is calling in right after you, so we're going to have to jump on that. But listen, thank you so much for calling in.
Richard, you're a sweetheart. Say hi to Michelle and make sure she has a good vacation after everything she's been through.
Yeah, it's been rough. Well, anyway, I'll let you guys go.
Thank you, buddy.
That's coming up.
Happy
So-
holidays.
Thank you, Richard. Happy holidays.
Yay.
Okay, Ralph.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Take
See
care.
you, Richard.
Bye-bye.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Well, listen.
God, your friends
It
are
was
so
hard to
sup-
it was hard to hear him a little bit.
It must
yeah.
have been the
I should have
ocean
told him.
waves.
It's a little hard to hear him.
Now,
How-
are we
Your
I
friends are so supportive.
I think we have Vincent Ferguson on the line. Is that right?
Yes, Jasper, how are you?
Hey, buddy, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. Glad to be here.
Well, listen, say hi to Dara and to Ralph and JW, my posse here in the room.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Dara,
Vincent.
Ralph.
Hey, Vincent, welcome to our show.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure. I wish I was there in the studio with you, man, in California.
I know.
Where
Next
are
time.
you, Vince? Where are you calling
Well,
from?
actually, I'm in Brooklyn, USA.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Brooklyn. What's the weather there like today?
Cold and dreary.
Oh, okay. Well, how does a fitness person like you keep it from being dreary? Go.
Well, I keep it from being dreary, man, by keeping my clients and everyone motivated and making them think about warm climates.
Yes.
It's all about visualization. Good for you. I like that.
They heat it up in the
It
studio.
is.
Well, Vincent has a wonderful podcast, 6 Weeks to Fitness, and I thought it would be perfect because we have you on today. Ralph here is also a fitness instructor. He has been in the business for 30 years, along with being an actor. Then we have a guest coming after this that's a yoga instructor and a fitness teacher, and you know my philosophy on working out. And then Dara is into Pilates.
Oh,
and she
don't
does,
even mention
she
me
does-
when you mention fitness.
You said Zumba.
Please?
You do Zumba.
No, I don't do Zumba. I did do Zumba.
Oh, okay.
Okay, next subject.
Okay. But what? Wow.
I specialize in men's
okay,
fitness.
Dara.
I specialize in Nordstrom.
Yeah, Dara's
Yeah,
fitness
thanks, Jasper.
is walking.
Wow. Do you want to talk about emotional fitness? Well, then I'm good.
Dara's fitness is on the escalator at Nordstrom.
Dara,
I
that is
mean,
hilarious.
holy shit.
I love
Way
that,
to throw me under the bus.
No, I was
Dara,
trying to
Jasper.
include her.
I love you.
Not at all.
You were so funny. It's like, no, do you
Vince-
want to talk about emotional fitness?
Vincent.
Right here.
Then I'm
Bring
good.
it on.
Vincent, then I'm good.
Wendy Zane, I hope you were watching
Listen.
this.
Wendy Zane is.
I have talked to Dara many mornings when she was coming from the fitness club, and also the other day.
I do work out.
You walked for 5 miles with
I
your
did
husband.
with Kevin. I do work out. Next.
and I would think sex with Kevin would be a workout, wouldn't it?
Okay, next.
Okay.
Vincent.
So Vincent,
Carry
Oh,
on.
yeah.
so
Carry
here's the thing. You know, so many people pig out and overdo it during the holidays.
Okay, let
Not
me
re-
bring an example. I'm gonna bring that to
I don't
life.
know why
What you're
Dara's so
talking
sensitive to this.
Because you're a fat shamer.
I
These
don't,
guys are funny.
Let's
I don't
make
even
this
know.
about Vincent. Let Vincent talk.
Ralph has gotten up.
Ralph
to go
is going to get
He's
us
going to get a
cake.
piece of birthday cake in the next room. I'm not
I've
kidding.
lost control
really?
again.
So here's the thing.
Schwitzing.
We should talk about
Okay.
tips that you can give people to stay healthy during this just gluttonous, indulging
Oh, God.
time of year,
You're hilarious.
right?
Well, first, let me say that I've watched on the set with Jasper Cole a few times, and you guys just seem to have such a party, man.
Oh,
Me
thank
too.
you.
Thank
Do
you.
it, but a big party.
We try to. We
And
have
it's so
to.
cool because you burn calories that way.
Yes,
Thank you.
That's right.
I'm already schwitzing.
That's
Does that
a good
count?
point. Well, so I mean,
Really, though.
you know, a lot of people, I think you and I talked about this on your show. I think a lot of people, they get so overwhelmed thinking they have to go to the gym every day. They have to just be so restrictive on everything. But don't you believe there's ways people can just slowly, little by little, start cutting back and not get so overwhelmed?
Oh, yes, man. I do believe that. I mean, I know this is a very stressful time of the year.
Right.
With the holiday gatherings, the social gatherings. You know, it's hard in itself.
Right.
But to try to tell someone they have to work out 7 days a week, it only makes it more stressful.
Exactly.
Okay? So I tell everyone, look, it's about moderation, for one thing. It's about being moderate in your food choices. Okay? I believe in what's called the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, I'm going to eat healthy and do what I can. But 20%, I'm going to let it go. Okay?
Right.
And I think that's more realistic for people. Okay?
Exactly.
It's more realistic. So small steps is the best way. If you're not going to do it in a drastic way, you got to do what's comfortable for you.
That's
Okay?
right. That's right.
And exercise, yes, is important. And I tell my clients, exercise if you can in the morning. Because if you do it in the morning, it'll be behind you.
Right.
If you can do it 4 days a week, fine. If you're going to do it 3 days a week, fine. But the key is to do it. You have to move your body.
Well, the fat
so
ass is
that is
behind
the
them
most
too,
important.
so that's
Oh,
a reminder.
wow.
No, that's
See?
a reminder too. I'm just
Touche.
saying. I'm saying. Go ahead.
Thank you. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
you got to move your body. And if you do it in the morning, you don't have to worry about it later in the day.
Oh.
And
Well-
try to eat breakfast. That's
Right.
important. And try to eat something healthy in the morning. Because when you go to these parties, the food is not going to be the healthiest. So
Right.
if you eat something healthy before you leave your house, at least you're giving your body something to work with.
Right.
Well,
Get the
Vincent,
fruits, the vegetables.
let me tell you, Ralph is a perfect
Yeah.
example. He's eating cake right now as we speak, but Ralph, but he's in phenomenal shape and he knows how to do things in moderation. I don't know anything about his private life,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying. But personally, in his fitness, I mean, because Ralph will eat cookies and he'll eat cakes and all that, but then he works out, so he balances it
Yeah.
out, right, Ralph?
He has a hummingbird metabolism.
I wanted them to eat cake while we're doing this, just to show the viewers that you can actually. I mean, I'm not touching it, but you
Eat
can
healthy.
actually be. Yeah, you can eat. You don't have to deprive yourself. But the key is to
Right, and that's-
moderation.
Yes, that's the key. But the problem with most of us is we'll eat the cakes and cookies, and we won't eat the healthy stuff. We won't eat the fruit and vegetables.
Right.
So balance it out. Eat more fruit and vegetables,
and a little less of the unhealthy stuff, and you'll still be able to enjoy it.
Right.
That's the key.
Now,
nutrition is really 80% of it.
Mm-hmm. Before we keep going, make sure you tell everyone where they can follow you and find you on the social media.
Yes, most definitely, because you can catch on the Twitter. I'm at New York City Fitness Law, NYC Fitness Law. Okay, on Twitter, and you can catch me on Facebook through my organization, which is bodysculpt.org.
Great.
And so
and
it's great. So I
and
just think the most important thing for people to do is understand that exercise is important, but you also got to eat healthy and be in moderation. You don't have to knock yourself out. Enjoy the holiday. Be festive with your family and friends.
Right.
But just don't forget to eat healthy.
And tell everyone about your podcast, Six Weeks to Fitness. What's coming up next on your...
I have a 6 Weeks to Fitness podcast. I produce 3 days a week, and I created that to inform, motivate, encourage people to be healthy. And Jasper was kind enough to be on my podcast to talk about his healthy lifestyle, and I was so impressed. And you look at Jasper, look at his body, look at his physique. He definitely works out.
He's fierce.
He practices what he preaches.
Thank you. Well, I tried.
That's so cool to see someone like that.
Well, thank you, buddy. No, that's why I wanted on your show. We talk so much about the nutrition part of it, and like you said, it is almost 80% of it. You know, I mean, if you're balancing the nutrition, you can miss some days of exercising and not blow it. Yeah.
Exactly. I tell people I play the game of chess, and on the chessboard, the most powerful piece is the queen, right?
Right.
And one thing Jack LaLanne, back in the day, what he said exercise is the king, nutrition is the queen. You put them together and you have a kingdom.
Right.
Now, the most powerful piece on that board is the queen. So the powerful piece on that board is nutrition.
Right.
Take care of nutrition, everything else will fall into place.
Well, and we've got many queens in this room today, so we have queens of all sizes, shapes.
Oh, here we go.
Colors, any kind of queen you want.
The most regal one is at the head of the table right now.
Thank you.
So we can.
And that would be me.
Okay,
that would be Dara. She's the only one with a real vagina in the room.
Allegedly.
So.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Vincent, it's tough in here. I have to.
But he's trying to change the subject.
Yeah, exactly.
But Vincent, I'm gonna pitch a guest to you. Ralph would be an actual good guest on your show because, all kidding aside, he has been in the fitness industry for over 30 years. He is an old black man. People wouldn't know he's about 70.
He trained with Richard Simmons.
He worked with Richard Simmons, but he still leads 3 classes a week at a fitness club here, but he's got his philosophy as well, and he would be a great guest. I'm also his manager.
Thank you, Jen.
Wow.
Just FYI.
Wow, I would love to have Ralph on the show.
Oh, God, thank you so much, Vincent. And Jason Roselle, if you're listening, I think you'll probably want me on your show so I can promote wearing your T-shirt.
Okay, why don't you stay focused on Vincent right now? He's our guest at hand. we don't need to get over to another person. Okay. Yeah. Well, Vincent, because Ralph talked so long in the beginning of the show, we have our next guest are waiting to come on. But
are they in the waiting room?
Yeah, but Vincent promises when he comes to California, he's going to come and co-host with us on the show.
Oh, good.
So
I want to be there. I love it. Yes, man. Thank you, Jeff.
Everyone follow Vincent on Facebook. Listen to his podcast, 6 Weeks to Fitness. Google him. Do everything. Follow him. He's a great guy. Vincent, thank you as always so much. Come back.
Thank you, Vincent.
Anytime, and happy holidays to you, buddy.
Yes. Happy Christmas.
Yes. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Vincent.
All the best now.
Thank you, buddy.
Enjoy your holidays.
Well, listen.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. We are going to take our first break.
Are they here?
Yeah. Well, just let me do the show right now. Yeah.
Wow. It's on.
You know what happened? Let me explain something. Ralph became a producer on the show,
Okay.
but we need to have a little discussion because there's hosting and then there's producing.
It's an alpha male fight.
Right.
It's a bitch fight.
You know what happens? You fuck them one time and you are indebted.
And they're
you can
already making
never
house.
Get rid of
They're
them.
already making house.
Yeah. Once you go black,
Well,
That's
speaking
not
of black,
true.
you're on food stamps.
That's not true
No,
because Wendy. That's not true because Wendy
Lord God.
and
Oh
Tom.
God.
we're going to edit that.
God bless. God bless Ferguson,
Let's work on that in
Missouri.
post,
And on
okay.
that, we're gonna
Oh
take.
wow.
No.
He went there.
No, I wanted to get
Holy
in that
shit.
we're sending out
Wow.
condolences. Okay,
Thanks.
Ferguson and Staten Island grand juries kiss my motherfucking ass.
Yes.
And on that note, we're going to take our
Okay.
first break. And when we come back, we're going to be joined by
Poor
two
Hanala.
sensations. I can't even tell you. They do so much stuff. They're beyond hype.
Am
for
I already
this.
tired hearing
They're
about
like
how much stuff?
Jamaican. They're like Jamaican. They do so much. They're so talented. So it would be
What?
Hanala Sagal and her husband,
Allegedly, they were.
Aaron
He's high.
Webster.
He's high.
You've been listening to On the Set with Jasper
the hell
Cole.
is he on?
We'll be right back. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Come back, Planet
Jamaica.
Earth.
You're back on the set with Hollywood's bad guy, Jasper Cole. Here's Jasper Cole.
All right. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And welcome back to On the Set with Jasper Cole. Is this thing on? There we go. Thank you. This big black thing in my face here. Welcome back. We're in our second half of the
Not
show.
quite.
Not quite? Thank you.
We're
well,
a quarter of the way in.
Who's counting?
Did you do
really?
math?
Did
Public
I do
school.
crystal meth? What?
Math.
No, I just look like I do math. I just play people who do math. Anyway, welcome back. We have a jam-packed show today.
Yes, we do.
But first of all, welcome back my beautiful co-host, Ralph Cole Jr. Ralph, thanks for staying.
Thank you, Jasper, for having me.
And of course, the real beauty, Dara Zane Scully.
Oh, yes. Hello, everybody.
Yes, all the way from the ROC.
From the OC.
From Dakota.
From Dakota.
Our Real Housewife.
Why'd you give my address?
I will tweet it right now, bitch, if you want. I'm kidding. No, I would never do that.
Okay.
We have company, honey.
Yes,
Oh.
we do.
We have company.
When has that ever changed?
I know,
anything?
right?
No, anyway. So listen, thanks. This is our last show of 2014.
Yes.
So happy
Yeah,
holidays,
Christmaka.
Merry Christmas, Hanukkah,
We do Christmas.
Kwanzaa,
Christmaka.
Christmaka.
Oh my God, that's what Jared
Yep.
calls it.
Yes, whatever. We're non-denominational. This is our
I
Sunday.
think it'd just be called Giftmas
sweetheart.
and just be done with it.
that
Giftmas.
voice is our
How
brilliant.
about giftless? Really? Let's get
There we
it.
go.
That's JW,
Yeah.
our producer. Thank you, JW,
Sure,
for
my
not
For singing earlier.
quitting
Oh,
and
no, no.
leaving.
No, I love the show.
He
So
loves it.
yes, so let's get right to our next guest.
Yes,
Guys, I'm
there's
very,
a lot of beauty in
there's
the room.
beauty, there's
Yes.
talent. I
Yes.
can't even talk about. These two have so much going on that it's just amazing.
She's
so,
just trying to keep it in the road because she got a very important phone call before she arrived.
well,
Possibly.
let's yes. Well, let's say a big hello to Hanala Sagal and her husband, and well, let's not
Yes.
take away Mr. Aaron Webster.
Yay!
Thank you.
Welcome,
Thank
both
you
of
so
you.
much.
Let me just say, first of all, Aaron and I connected 5 years ago,
About that much,
about
yeah.
that long ago, on
Right.
an amazing script, Rockabye Road, that you wrote.
Thank you.
And you were generous enough to contact me about playing Joey Snake Eyes.
Yeah,
and
you
kept
wrote the foreword to the
you've
novel.
kept this
So,
going
yeah. The novel-
diligently
Thank you.
for all this time.
Mm-hmm.
Your tenacity
He has
is
a nice
amazing.
voice.
Well, I believe Aaron
Yeah.
comes from radio. I think Aaron has a background in radio. Am I correct?
I did. I did like 19 years in Clear Channel and Good Times, Great Oldies, Westwood One.
Right.
Wow.
And I did Elvis shows and Beatles shows and
You
Dick
announced car
Clark's
races.
announced car races, right?
But that's not why.
Lean away from the mic and you don't hear me.
That's not why you married him.
No, I mean his voice had something to do with it. He does sing like Elvis. And
Right.
It's really, really
Right.
cool.
Well, the thing is, in radio, because it's a unique industry, but because it's so automated, I found myself having a lot of free time. So I started writing novels. And then the
And
book,
that's how we
know.
met.
Well, because I wanted to, and I've never even asked you.
We wanna
in
hear
the-
how they
in-
met.
I know. I wanted to wait till we're on air to find out how you two did meet, actually.
Well, it's an interesting thing. I was very excited because my screenplay, Elvis and Nixon, was optioned by Cassian
Yay,
Elways,
yes.
who it was 3 years ago. And I was like, what's going on? Well, he went on to do the Butler and Dallas Buyers Club in the meanwhile, gearing
Little
up.
film.
Right.
Now, 2 years ago, he told me that Kevin Spacey wanted to play Nixon. And I refuse to be optimistic because I've had my heart crushed.
Hello,
course.
of course.
It's Hollywood.
Right? So, like, I'll shut up.
Right.
But, it was an amazing thing because we got a double rainbow right over Santa Monica Bay.
Aw.
We were looking at it. We got it filmed. It's on my YouTube channel. And somebody said, is it a sign? Well, yeah, because I found out that Kevin Spacey was signed the next day.
Wow.
And it was
He's
just
so good. He's so good.
He and Michael Shannon, who's going to play Elvis,
Who's brilliant.
are going to be in the Oval Office together recreating the most historical and hysterical event. People around the world cannot wait to see this, and I am privileged to bring this to them.
How exciting.
And that's how we met. I was out there promoting the movie.
Right.
He was wearing an Elvis tie on the red carpet. I grabbed him and I said, I just wrote Elvis and Nixon. And the rest is history.
Wow.
Yay!
And you guys have been married now 2
It will be a year, January
Oh, it's just
8th.
a year.
Oh,
God,
wow.
It seems
Oh, a
like
winter
Great.
wedding. How nice.
you're still on the honeymoon.
Elvis
Yeah,
would have
right.
been 80.
Elvis's birthday.
Well, I just watched Geraldo Rivera did a whole special, Elvis turning 80, and they had a section about Nixon and Elvis. And
The man
I
who-
never even knew about this story. Can't wait.
The man who's the real star of my movie is Jerry Schilling, who was in that
who was
special.
in that special?
And he actually
Part of the
told
Memphis
me
Mafia, right? Yeah.
that he loved the way I wrote his part, and he's behind the script.
Well, he
excellent.
looks amazing, by the way. Jerry does. I don't know how old
Right.
he is, but I mean, he
Yeah,
was on.
It's happiness,
4 years
Happy
younger than Elvis.
gets you
Well, I
happy.
kept
Something like
watching
that.
that last night, going, "Wait, he's like in his late 70s or whatever,
Right.
mid 70s." So
Well, I asked him, who do you want to play you, and he was really shy. So I gave him all kinds of like Brad Pitt. I'm like,
Right.
just go for it, Jerry. And I'm still waiting to hear Jerry.
right, Jerry, call us, Jerry, right now.
You know,
Fair.
he managed Billy Joel and the Beach Boys for about 3 decades.
I looked him up last night after I saw him, and the house he lives in, I don't know if
You're
it's
gonna
in
give his
Hollywood.
address too?
No, Elvis gave him this
He
house 40
did,
years
and
ago.
he still
Oh,
lives
wow.
there.
I know.
Well,
I thought
why move?
I thought the timing of watching that last night was great with you guys coming in because
Well, I believe in a vision board.
Right.
2 years ago, I had no movie. It fell out of option. I didn't know. I at first I had a husband before Aaron, and see, I waited for Aaron my whole life. I just did it like one man at a time.
Right.
I'm actually his first wife, but I was married to someone else, and I had a screenplay. And then a year later, I was divorced, and the movie went away.
Right.
And so when I found out that Aaron's Rockabye Road was still in development and hadn't gone further, I reached out to him on Facebook, and I reminded him about Forrest Gump taking 10 years, honey, and get over here, Aaron Webster. I said, let's put our heads together and figure out how to make movies. And here we are, a year later.
Amazing.
We hunted down Cassian last year at AFM.
wow.
And he got off the stage and said, I'm making a movie. And I'm like, what?
And for people who don't know, Cassian always at one time was an agent, a big agent at William Morris, and had sort of moved over into producing and in big ways. He was a rep for a while before that, but he's one of the biggest producers and rep and writers reps in the business. And his brother is
Carrie Elwes, the Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Cassian,
Right,
when you say
he was set to direct.
right,
Carrie came over to the house and did this whole pitch about how he's always wanted to direct, and he wanted to direct Elvis and Nixon. I was sitting there like, I don't know if you see Broadway Danny Rose, where he's like sitting
Yeah.
there smiling.
Yeah.
And I'm going, the Princess Bride is pitching me.
Uh-huh.
This is really weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was severely weird.
It takes a while sometimes for these movies.
Oh, it takes
like
you-
the story
forever.
of Unbroken. 40 years it took for that movie to be made. I mean, it takes a while
I
sometimes.
drove here from Montreal, making a right at Ohio to make movies and to be in
is
television.
that where you're from?
Yes.
You're Canadian.
And a mere, 30 years later, I'm getting a little bit of success. But the book has done really well in my TV show. And I did a show for 15 years called Shape Up LA.
Yes.
And now on the internet, what I realized was YouTube is just a public access TV on
Yes.
steroids.
Yes.
So, right. So I thought, well, because I kind of rule, on public access that I would do well on YouTube, and 80 million views later.
Wow.
80 million.
That's
So how
amazing.
how long have you been at YouTube? When did you make the
I started filming there in April,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
but my first video was 2007.
Wow. That's an amazing space. I shot something there earlier this year. I know you guys are there almost every day shooting. I mean, you're there every week, seems like,
It's
or a lot.
geek heaven. They've got 4K, they've got everything.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is they want us to use it for free.
Right.
And so we have $1 billion facility for free.
It's brilliant. Ralph's been there. Ralph, you've been,
Right.
yeah.
Aaron is a brilliant editor, so it's been wonderful for me to see my writing
Right.
turn into more internet views. And the amazing thing, because my parents are Holocaust survivors,
Right.
that's
It's
why I
your
wrote
book
this
here,
book.
yes.
Well,
I love the title, by the
That's
way.
Thank you.
hilarious.
Well, the thing is that my videos first went viral in all the Arab countries,
Oh.
and then Germany.
How appropriate.
Oi.
Oi. Little
Oi.
scary.
Oi.
Yeah, a
Oi.
little scary.
Mazel.
Yeah. So Hanala.com, just think Hanala like Hanukkah, but even more festive.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
go
What
there.
does your name mean?
It little Hana.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
But-
an endearment. My mother.
What's
named
your
me-
maiden name?
Well, and Jews have like 82
Right,
different kinds of
right.
names.
Yeah.
So my mother named me Hanala after her sister who died in a Nazi concentration
Mm-hmm.
camp. So I changed my name to Susan.
That makes sense.
More peppy, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I became
Susie.
Susan Stadner doing Shape Up LA. Ooh, ooh. That was me.
And this
Right,
was in the
right.
height of aerobics
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
yeah.
I worked at the Sports Connection
Right.
where they
Oh, wow.
shot
Sports
her.
erection, yes.
Absolutely.
Sports infection, whatever.
That's what built my career, and then I switched. I got sober in 1982.
Oh, okay.
Good for you.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Cheers.
That's a long time
Because-
to go without a drink.
yeah.
December 28th, just before New Year's.
But when people get older, it's not pretty when they're drinking. It's cute when
And
you're
doing
young and
drinking and aerobics.
Yeah, and
don't
aerobics.
go
and
well
you-
together.
yeah,
I do not believe I would have this amount of collagen if I were still drinking.
yeah.
No, it just robs
it
you
takes
of your youth.
it takes a toll.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I got sober, I began the public access show, telling people, here, this is what I know. This is how I don't kill myself with alcohol, and this is how I take care of my
Did
body.
you trade like that addiction for exercise addiction in a way?
A good addiction.
addiction.
I mean,
it was the only way I could breathe.
Yeah.
Right.
If I
It's
were
the same with
jogging.
Beth.
right.
Same with
It's,
Beth.
otherwise, I'd be going around a little hard to exhale. But singing, that's why karaoke, that's my new thing that's going viral. You stand on one leg and sing a cover tune.
Oh.
Or you could sit on a therapist's couch for
Or
20
plank,
years.
because you
and-
plank all over Santa Monica.
plank a lot.
I follow you.
But on one leg.
Right.
Does Aaron plank?
Yes.
He does.
I do.
He does. But he's longer, so it's hard. It takes more muscle to lift that. Remember Brian Boitano?
Oh, I'll tell
He
myself
always
Yes.
fall down.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
What would Brian Boitano
But if you go to
do? He'd fall.
Hanala.com, you will see all of Hanala's stuff is on Hanala.com. You'll see her.
Yeah, I'm going
You can get
to.
to her YouTube
I'm
channel
all
and
over.
comedy wellness, and I mean, you've got so much stuff
Well,
on there.
here's the thing. Why? First of all, my ass has never been higher. When I used to teach those classes, I wore the equivalent of Spanx back then, and now no Spanx, but I look like I was Spanx. So,
Right.
So I know that standing on one leg,
Aaron's like, yay me.
it's good to be Aaron.
Well, Aaron whipped himself into shape also. I mean,
He's
he looks amazing.
35
Not that you
pounds
were
off.
not when I first met you.
I
but-
was horrible looking.
No,
but
no, I'm saying, but you're in such great shape now.
Thank you. We walk about 2 miles a day.
And I don't
important.
have any food in the house.
You should not. I don't
Right.
blame you.
I've lost about 40 pounds.
You're not
probably
allowed to
since
eat.
the last time
Yeah.
we talked.
Right.
You're not allowed to eat.
No.
I
Well,
do. I
We
do
have
eat.
cake in the other room, by the way.
I'll eat it.
So Aaron is instrumental in me carrying my message about singing. That helps you breathe. Breathing
Right.
helps you relax. If you're not, all stressed out, you're less likely to get sick.
Right.
So he's helping to keep that message alive. And he is doing these amazing videos for me that are on Hanala.com. People are watching them, and I said to him, you know what? I have this song I wrote called The Lost Cell Phone Blues. So we recorded, and it's up there.
I saw
Over
it.
50.
What's
I'm
your
recording
YouTube channel?
It just Hanala.
Everything's on
I'm the
Hanala.com.
Only Hanala. Yeah, go
Good.
through Hanala.com.
Did you get it patented so nobody can take it?
I got it all.
Good.
Well, see, you've cracked that. There's that we've had a couple of people on the show. There's that. Everyone's trying to figure out how the hell do you get the views on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's that big. It's sort of like when you had to get a SAG card to get a speaking part. You remember that whole thing? You can't get a speaking part without a. But we've talked about this. It's like.
Hashtag.
Sounds like it just happened
Taft-Hartley.
organically for her
Right.
initially.
Well, you
here's-
had a big following starting, right, from public access.
I did, but now that my following is basically India.
It's right.
So,
It's out of this country.
1 million views a month in India.
Interesting.
And do you
they
know,
like me.
is
Wonder
there
what that's.
a way to figure out why? Or
Yeah.
The Nielsen readings now, the Nielsen ratings are right there in front of you.
right,
So
Google
you're your
Analytics.
own CBS.
right.
And you know who's watching where. Like if you're the United States, maybe second or third. When you click on United States, it'll show you, well, California is our #1 state, and then Texas, and then New York, and then it shows you how many views per week, per
Male,
month.
female. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I am passionate, and I'm not afraid of being.
We can tell.
Yeah, this is
You're so shy,
toned
Hanala.
down.
Yeah.
I am so toned. This is why I took Quaaludes to calm the heck down. So I think that comes across. I
Right.
really believe in what I'm saying. When I first started the whole public access thing, it was about, you're not going to believe how good it is to be sober. Oh my God, colors.
Did you sponsor people when you?
I did it all by the big book.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't go to meetings
Yeah.
anymore, and that's very controversial. Except
No, my friend doesn't either. She's been sober 10 years.
But you know it's always
She felt
there
like the
if you want
meetings
to.
for her was just she didn't want to hear all the stories anymore.
I-
she wanted
I-
to move forward.
I do find myself crying excessively occasionally when I go. I imagine what they've gone through, and I'm
Right.
back there at their bottom
Oh,
with them.
so it's
but
too
I
much.
do I do go back to take birthday cakes,
Right.
Because being sober 32 years, because this is the program that did get me sober.
Yes.
I was willing. I showed up, but you gotta
Yeah.
they're pretty darn good as far as.
No, they are.
Well,
They are.
did you move here to pursue acting? Was that
well,
something?
the way it worked out is I kind of pursued, better and deeper drug addiction when I
Right.
moved here. It's like, oops, I pursued a good tan.
Right.
And I
Well, it was
think-
the 70s. Yeah.
Indeed.
Well, it didn't help. It helped that you were
I'm
stunningly
removing the
beautiful.
70s now with laser work, and I'm removing the 70s. So what happened was that I had this real passion and drive and low self-esteem. So while I had this amazing goal, and I really believed in the goal, I didn't believe in me.
Right.
So it's
Right.
kind of like my self-esteem had to rise, and I found out the magic, the secret. I know how to raise self-esteem, and it's so easy because I was in therapy for 22 years.
Do you know why you? Is it a parental thing? Like that, they maybe didn't instill the things in you that, or why you wouldn't have
Well-
self-esteem? I'm just curious because I'm raising kids. I'm just curious.
Good luck.
Well, I think
Well, yeah.
the most important thing is when a small child look at their parent, that they get reflected back that the world is a safe place,
Right.
and that it's okay to venture out. They'll turn around and look at mommy.
Right.
Is mommy freaked out, or is she like, go
Yeah,
out there, kid?
okay.
So there's a lot of things involved, but truly, no matter what your past is, here's the answer. Because all those years in therapy, I'll tell you.
Could have
As an
saved
old
a lot
person,
of money, right?
well, if I'd realized this one little thing, that the brain is nothing more than a repeater, and we get good at what we do often,
Yes.
and humans like to do what they're good at.
Yes.
Right.
So if you're good at complaining, guess what you're going to do no matter whether you agree with yourself that it's a good idea or not. You're going to complain because you're good at it. It's what
Interesting.
you do often.
Right.
So just change. If you don't want to pick this book up anymore, stop picking it up. You
Right.
know? It's
Yeah.
that
It's
simple.
that simple.
Pick this up
She
over
looks.
here.
You look so familiar. I wonder if she looks like she might have been friends with one of my aunts that
Well,
lived
ironically,
in L.A.
Dennis.
She looks so
She
familiar.
and Dennis have
I
they
get
realized
around.
that they knew
well,
each other.
Well, I'll tell you though, my public access show was on for about 15 years, and people will come up to me and say, "No, I know you. I know you." But because
from
I'd
the
be
show.
very intimate, and this book it talks about. Like I remember how dirty can we get on the air?
Yeah,
It's
just
dirty.
Fucking
Oh,
dirty.
okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Well, the woman who edited this book was a 70-year-old lady from Virginia, and she said to me at one point, "Well, honey, do you have to say blowjob as many times as you do?" And so we changed one of them to a Lewinsky.
Perfect.
But at the back of the book, there's something called Jubonics, which explains if somebody calls you a schmuck, you'll know.
Oh.
It's right there in the back of the book.
Yeah,
Dara,
that's
Dara's
good.
got to get this book.
Now, Hanala, this is just a tangential
Microphone.
question.
That's
When
a big
you-
word, Ralph. I'm not sure I know what that is.
When you wrote the book, did you do it the old-fashioned way? Did you handwrite, or did you use a computer to get your thoughts out?
It was a good excuse to get 2 new computers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got real geared up, real technical, and I was the first person I ever knew had a laptop. It was 18 pounds.
Wow.
But it was one piece. Yeah. And I did everything in the world but write. It took 10 years. The screenplay took 30 days because Cassian said, "You write it, I'll produce it."
There was the
He knew-
motivation.
He knew a good idea. He knew that the world was waiting for this movie. It was done so poorly by a cable company a while ago, and I remember only watching a little bit, thinking, "This is the world's greatest story. Why are they not doing a good job on this?"
Right.
And who's they if not you?
Yeah, good point.
Somebody's winning Oscars. Why
Right.
not me?
Right. Do you know when the movie Elvis and Nixon might start, or is it you do?
January 12th.
Wow.
And I just got a check from Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of feeling like it might be, yeah.
Because they have great tax incentives
Yeah.
in Louisiana.
And Luke Wilson's attached too. We bumped into him.
you kind of
poor
remind
doggy.
me of Luke Wilson a little bit. Yeah.
He loved Rockabye Road.
Oh.
You remember? Oh, that
Luke
was good.
Wilson, is that Owen? The Owen?
Yeah, the
brothers.
dark-haired brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, he's funny. He's playing Sonny.
Oh,
and
this is
and
great.
I wrote this line for him. Just check this out because I'll probably show it for the Oscars. Ready? It's real. It's. I'm gonna karate chop you in the neck. I like that one.
I love that. Are you in the movie, Aaron?
No, I'm not, but I read
He's
the
sleeping
script.
with the producer. We'll see
Yeah,
what we
sleeping
can.
with
I
the
was going to
producer.
say the casting couch.
Well, the script is great. I read it, and actually one of the reasons she first invited me over was to read that and see what I think, because I've done so much in the Elvis world, and I was really impressed. So I'm like, you know what? Don't give up on it. Remember who you are. Films take forever. I mean, National Treasure took 7 years to get made, even after Nicolas Cage liked it.
Wow.
So you don't give up, and she's amazing. And
Well, I had this other job, a television gig that I thought was happening. They led us to believe that I signed contracts, fell through, and they finally told me. And so all my friends on Facebook were, I didn't know if I should post it
Right.
because the haters would be happy.
Sure.
I don't want the haters happy. But my friends all said, stay positive. And I did. I smiled through the tears, and because it was heartbreaking to
Right.
lose it, it was exciting, and then Aaron showed up and Elvis and Nixon.
Well, so Aaron, where did your whole Elvis fascination, if we should call it that, when did you start? Is it from childhood? I mean,
it is from childhood.
Right.
It's in the family. One of my uncles was in the concert at Aloha, up in the nosebleed seats. One of my uncles was, before he left for Vietnam, hanging around outside Graceland. Someone came down from the house on a golf cart and brought him a cup of hot cocoa, because on certain, those little
right.
cameras. Well, my dad, the only good thing about my parents getting divorced is you get 2 bicycles and you can go places with one and not have
That's
to
funny.
do with the other. So my dad was a biker guy in the 70s and a welder and in the mining industry, but he loved rock and roll and Elvis, so he was always up for a road trip. So we would take a road trip to St. Louis and see Robin in the Batmobile. We went to see Elvis play there 4 days before my 8th birthday. A year later, I was 76. So a year later, we went to Graceland. Elvis is still alive, but he's not home. But you could kind of go up the driveway, and it was so exciting to be in Memphis because he could be anywhere.
Anywhere.
He could be at a stoplight right beside you.
Right.
It's not like Memphis is. It's not like the
Or
same
face
now.
down in the bathroom. But that's all.
Aw. Well, that's 5 weeks before that happened.
Right, that's-
we were
Boy,
already
you
there.
die in a bathroom once, and that's what.
They just never let you forget it, do they?
Honest to God.
But we went back down there for the funeral. So my dad and I were in the motorcade for Elvis's funeral procession.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a couple hundred cars by the time it was all done. And that was what did I do on my summer vacation? I wrote that for our 4th grade book report. So that's rock journalism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The way he sings like Elvis, though,
I know,
plays
that's-
guitar.
Oh, thank you.
It's
Now, you're-
so sexy.
You're going to play for us, right?
We
Oh,
can.
yeah.
Before we, first of all, you guys have to come back and literally do the whole show. I'd like to have you for 2 hours because there's so much to talk about. I mean, we're barely grazing the surface here. but you're going to play and sing.
Sure.
Want to?
This is your.
Yeah.
Tell us about the song.
I write like Adele, I write from my own personal pain.
Right.
So I wrote the Lost Cell Phone Blues because the most often used phrase in my house, ADD and Aries, we're both ADD. We both have is
And
where did
Aries.
I put my and Aries?
Cell phone.
Yeah, it's a real challenge to keep things neat. So, but we're good. I usually find it somewhere.
And this is on Hanala.com also, by the way.
Hanala.com. It's on. We're trending on Reverb Nation. It's somewhat of a hit.
Wow.
All right. Hell yeah. Oh, somebody call me. I can't find my phone. I've been through each pocket since I've been home. I searched the sofa, but all I found there were a couple of Altoids and nasty dog hair. Oh, somebody call me. I got the lost cell phone blues. I woke up this morning, didn't have my phone. Started to feel freakishly alone. I'm so sad that I let my landline go. My cell's on mute, I'm in the dark. Lord, make it glow. Somebody call me. I got the lost cell phone blues. Why don't I put it in the same place every time? Got too many windows open in my mind. I tore up my car, I poked under the bed. Floor mats were flying, I'm out of my head. Oh, somebody call me. I got the lost cell phone blues. Now my mama, she told me if I put my toys away, then I'd know where they were when it came time to play. Say now, honey, help me, I'm going to rats. It's ADD, mama, I can't help myself. Somebody call me, I got the lost cell phone blues. And I can't use social media to wind my pain away, 'cause the Wi-Fi it's not working today. I call the suicide hotline, but I can't find my phone, so I pray. Hey, somebody call me. I got the lost cell phone blues. Last verse. Hey, what's my ice pack doing next to the sink? If I went sober, I'd pour myself a drink. If my phone unfreezes, well, I'll call you. But leave me alone for now. I got the dead cell phone blues. I got the dead cell phone blues. Call me somebody, maybe?
Woo! All right. Yay.
Very cute.
All right. Hanala Sagal and Aaron Webster. Wow. God bless you.
Yeah.
Everyone check out Hanala.com. And Aaron, I know you're on Facebook. Is any Twitter, anywhere else people can stalk you?
I have a Twitter, but I hardly ever use
But
it.
Facebook is good, right?
Yes,
He's
they can
too
stalk
busy
me on
editing.
Facebook.
He's too busy. Yeah, you guys are too busy
I
doing
keep him in a booth.
Thank you. Because you're still on your honeymoon. It's not over yet.
Oh,
You're
it's
newlyweds.
getting better every day.
Well, congratulations on Elvis and Nixon. We will be.
Thank you. Miracles happen.
We'll be
That's
looking
really
for
wonderful.
that.
Write your songs,
so
write your
wonderful.
screenplays, and believe in
And
them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's we're developing her anti-biography.
Oh.
Her anti-biography into
Inoculate yourself against life.
A potential movie of the week. It would be called My Year with Marlon Brando,
I love it.
because he was her biggest fan of her TV series.
Wow. See, that's we could do a whole show on that story. You're coming back, right? Please.
Oh,
sure.
I'm back.
Yes. Thank you
Yay.
guys so
Call me.
much. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
You too, Jasper.
And best of luck with everything. And we're
Thank
going to take
you.
our next break. And when we come back, we have Ronnie Butler Jr.
Oh,
and
wow.
final thoughts and all that good stuff. You're watching
Thank you,
on the
Hanala.
set with
Thank you,
Jasper
Aaron.
Cole. Bye-bye.
Come back, Planet Earth.
Bye.
You're back on the set with Hollywood's bad guy, Jasper Cole. Here's Jasper Cole.
Woohoo! All right. Howdy, 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 and welcome back to our final stretch of On the Set with Jasper Cole. This is our holiday show, although we haven't sung any carols or anything, have we? Or dreidel,
we should have had them
dreidel,
sing
dreidel?
a Christmas song.
Well,
Maybe Ronnie can.
I can sing a Christmas song.
Oh, perfect.
Ronnie could play the ukulele and sing.
Nice.
Right. Actually, you did
Make
play the
the
ukulele.
Yuletide gay.
It's gay enough in here, is it?
That's when gay was used nicely.
Yeah, it's gay enough up in here today. But anyway, listen, speaking of gay, please say hi to my way too gay sidekick, Miss Ralph Cole Jr.
Hello, Planet Earth. Welcome.
Put that black thing near
Hello, Planet Earth. Welcome back to our show.
And
Say hi to Murray. He's watching.
Hey,
Murray,
Dr. Zane.
Dr. Zane.
Yay.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
I need a prescription. Call me.
Jasper needs a lot of help.
Yeah, I need some Zoloft. That voice you're hearing is our lovely Dara Zane Scully.
Hello,
all
everybody.
the way from the Orange County, from the OC.
Yes.
Welcome back.
The real housewife.
John is still with us, thank God.
Oh, thank you.
And we've saved the best for last. This is one of our favorite returning
Like a
guests.
Vanessa Williams
I
song.
love it.
He's so full of shit.
I
But you know him well enough to know.
I thought you were going to say Vanessa Redgrave, and I was like, where is he going with her? I
Mommy
didn't
dearest.
understand that. Wow. But anyway, we're welcoming a returning guest, Mr. Ron Butler Jr.
So thank you for having me back.
Yay.
Or Ronnie
junior.
Butler, I don't know.
Another junior.
I would like to have that sound clip for every time I step out of my front door.
Totally. That can be arranged.
The funny thing is, Ralph has it in his head.
Well, that's all that matters.
That's confident.
You be
Exactly.
nice. You
Isn't-
be nice.
No, that was
be nice.
that was a compliment
Be
to
nice.
Ralph. Poor old
Dara.
thing.
You're welcome.
Right.
Poor old thing.
Well, Ronnie visited us at our last studio.
That's
Yes.
right.
And I believe you played the ukulele for us.
I did.
Yes.
And we had a guitar today.
I know. I saw that.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
We're very musical here.
Yeah. Clearly.
Ronnie does it all. He's an actor. He's a writer. He's a producer. He's a director. He had and may still eventually do another show, Man Chat.
Yep.
Had a great TV and radio in one with Mr. Ralph Cole Jr.
That's
as
right.
well. This is a great show. Sort of like a all-male View.
Yeah, like an all-male version of The View.
Yeah. Which
Before
was,
Rosie.
It was like I like to say like a gay version of The View, as if The View
That was
weren't gay
not-
already.
Right.
yeah, but it was great, and I enjoyed it, and I'm sure it'll come back somewhere.
Were you ever a guest on our show?
I don't
You didn't
cross-pollinate
ask.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Did you
don't
ask
do
him
it.
to be a guest?
I
But he
was-
sure promoted the hell out of it, so there you go.
Yeah.
I did Jason Stewart's
Ouch.
show there.
Okay. Oh,
right.
good.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jason, how are you?
I know. Hi, Jason.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jason.
I'm sure you're at home, not working, not promoting. Anyway, so I mean that.
Oh,
with
my God.
I meant that with that
My
was.
heart-
That even took your breath
heart-
away.
yes.
Listen,
Sarah's very sensitive today, I've
so
noticed.
mean.
I
I've
meant
noticed.
that.
She's very sensitive.
That
It
was-
must be the
Sarah,
red
you-
opening the heart.
That was
Sarah,
Oh.
Yeah.
like literally your
Seriously.
breath got taken
That
away.
was a
Like,
compliment.
I can't believe
I
that.
think, wow, he
that-
was for sure going to hell. I mean, for sure.
Listen,
You know, maybe you just need to add "bless his heart" at the end of those phrases.
Oh, right.
I don't believe that either.
Jason knows that I'm his biggest fan, and that
Bless his
nobody
heart.
works harder than she does. Bless her heart. So anyway, speaking of promoting, Ronnie is back because Ronnie does it all, and he is making his
and it's exhausting.
and scene. No, but he's making his directorial debut as a
Yes.
film director in a movie called Funeral Day.
Called Funeral Day.
which
I'm actually
you're-
co-directing.
Well,
yeah.
they're not here.
Yeah. Well,
Are
I have
they?
to say the lead director I would say is John Weinberg,
John, okay.
who found the project, and because he's the lead in it, his passion project.
Right.
Didn't want to. He needed somebody behind the camera
Right.
because he's in
Need
every
a-
single scene.
another eye.
So so I'm basically sort of his second eye to make sure that the tone of his performance stayed on track.
But it's the
and-
perfect because you had been wanting to.
yes,
direct.
and I've been
So
doing
it's
shorts.
kind of the perfect way
Yes,
to sort of
wade into the
Right.
feature length.
right.
You know,
And
pool.
so how was it for you now that
it
you've
was
done it?
it was probably the hardest thing I've ever done.
Right.
Yeah. And mostly because it was, and also because we were producers, so it was the first time we made anything, and we thought all of us had made shorts, and we're like, oh, yeah, we got it, we made a short, we know what we're doing, and nothing can prepare you. Nothing can prepare you. and everything goes wrong.
Right.
You know, that's the first thing I'll tell people that are doing it for the first time. Everything goes wrong, and everything went wrong for us, like in the first 3 days.
Oh, well, that's good. You got it out of the way.
Well,
right
but
away.
the thing is, you don't know during that time that you will survive it.
Right.
Like literally, I would go home, and I didn't call them and say, because I was like, I can't tell these guys that I think I'm going to die because they don't need to hear that.
Right.
You
And
were so tired. Is that it?
No, we were
Stressed out.
so stressed out and completely thought this is going to fall apart. Any moment it's going to fall apart. And we were all going home thinking the same thing,
and
but
not
not
wanting
telling
to
each
tell
other, not wanting to tell the others because we were so overwhelmed. But
And
like,
it doesn't matter how much pre-production you do or whatever. I
Yeah.
always tell people, just be prepared.
Everything goes wrong all the
things
time.
go wrong.
And it's not just based on a budget. Some of the biggest studio pictures this happens, you know. So
Oh, yeah,
it seems to be the nature of the beast.
Yeah, 3 days before our first day of shoot, we lost our location, which we needed for the first 3 days. So we
Wow.
were scrambling for that, and then we got that, and then that turned into a nightmare because she hadn't gotten permission from her condo association, which we thought she had, and it was just stuff like that. And we had somebody in our crew went postal the second day and
On the set?
Who?
and then just and then we
He'll
lost.
tell you later.
I'll tell you. And we lost them. And
Like just screamed and had a tantrum.
and we just
Weapons?
and just
No. Well,
and
Oh, wow.
and it was just and we just sort of. And we just like, okay. And after the first 4 days, we were like, well, nothing else can happen at
barring
this point.
an earthquake, what else could happen?
But we survived it, and
Right.
and the thing is, the film is about a guy who's he's trying to reboot his life, and during the course of the day, it follows this guy through one day of his life, and he decides he wants to make amends and sort of go back and make things right and really start fresh because he thinks. He thinks he finds a lump on one of his nuts in the beginning, right? And he's supposed to go to his best friend's funeral, and he's so afraid of it that he skips. He says, "I'm not going to go to the funeral, but because I may be dying too, I'm going to reinvent my life and make sure that I live to the fullest and start today." And then everything he does just goes wrong
to
from
hell.
bad to worse to hell. So it was like a metaphor the first week of our shooting. It sort of fed
comedy,
right into it.
dramedy.
It's a black comedy.
Got
Yeah.
it.
A
Okay.
Negro comedy.
Yes.
Right. Everyone's in blackface.
I've been thinking of you because I'm narrating. I do audiobook
Right.
narrations. And
Another thing he does.
And I'm doing a James Baldwin book starting this week called Notes of a Native Son. And he talks a lot about race relations in the 1940s. And first of all, it's interesting to be reading
right
it in
now.
the context of what's going on between Ferguson and Eric Garner, and now this guy Gurley, and it's it's crazy.
I don't
how
even
sort
know
of
Gurley.
relevant.
Yeah.
Is East Brooklyn. This guy was
Brooklyn.
shot by a rookie cop in a project, and but of course, he uses the word Negro throughout. Like it's like in every paragraph 500 times.
Wow. And you think of Ralph.
And I
'cause
think
he
of
used
Ralph
it.
because he loves that word.
He's one of the few blacks that uses
Well,
the word.
Jim and I, we knew what we wanted to cling to and what we felt indigenous toward, and that's why we feel free
Now
to
you've
use
done. Did you were in
Jim.
Blues for Miss? Weren't you in a
Blues-
James?
Blues for an Alabama Sky.
Is that a James Baldwin play?
No, that's
I'm thinking.
Pearl Clage.
Oh, okay. Why am I thinking he's got to play with the word blues in it? But anyway, so I
Blue
Blue
balls.
bitches?
No.
Blue balls. So, where is funeral day now? Like the process.
We are raising money for post production.
Right.
So we have a crowdfunding campaign. It's not.
Everybody has a crowdfunding.
Well, it's
I
the thing.
know.
It's
I
the
mean,
thing to do.
Yeah.
Spike Lee did it, and Zach Braff.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So-
mean, you need a new dress for the holidays. Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Go-
yeah,
go-
exactly.
Get your friends to give you
Yeah.
money. We started. We've got. We're in the final stretch. We've got 2 weeks left. The December 15th, I think, is our last day, so less than 2 weeks. 10 days.
Where can everyone go to?
The company, the website is called Seed and Spark. SEED and SPARK. Seed and Spark.
Everyone go there.
Yeah.
Donate. Pledge.
Please, even $5. You
Right.
have no idea. And we've got this we have an anonymous donor right now who is matching anything that anybody gives us to the end of the campaign. He's matching dollar for dollar
Wow.
until up to $7,000.
Wow.
So if you give even $5, it gives us $10.
That's fantastic.
And so it's seedandspark.com and just type in Funeral Day or Funeral Day Movie on Facebook. Just
Okay.
find us that way.
And I'll have it on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yes.
have it on the screen,
Yeah.
and we'll link it. To,
And if you go to my page on Facebook, you'll see.
it's Ron Butler.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Ron Butler
Mhm.
Jr.
You'll see it. You'll see
You
all
have a
kinds of
Facebook
links.
page or like a friend Facebook thing?
What do you mean? For me personally?
Yeah.
I have my personal Facebook page, which if you find me, of course, I'll friend you. But I also
But
have
you have
I have a professional
That's what I-
page.
that's what I meant.
A
Yeah.
fan page, and that's Ron Butler.
Okay.
Yeah. and it's
Does
got
the
all
movie
stuff
have a
I'm doing.
page?
Yes, and the
Yeah.
movie has a page.
Okay.
You just go funeral. If you type in Funeral Day movie while you're on Facebook, you'll find it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're in the home stretch, and we've got about half our money, and we're gearing up. So
Wow,
it's exciting.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
Yeah, it
It's a
really
journey.
is.
Now having co-directed, you've got the bug. You want to continue to direct, right?
Yeah, and I have a script that I've been writing that's about a third done, and my goal is to finish it before we get really into pilot season.
Right.
And that's going to be my
That's
going to
your
be my
baby.
next
That's
thing.
your
It's going to be my
baby.
baby. Yep.
Good.
Yep.
And
Full of
people-
stars. Hanala just inspired me. She was sitting here she was so I was like, okay, if Miss Thing can do it, I can do it. What the hell?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
People may not know, but Ronnie's also one of the best Obama. And is it impersonator?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
people
yeah.
don't like that word. So
Why?
No, impersonator's
He's
right.
not Obama.
I think
He's impersonating.
Lookalike
Tell
is
Ronnie he's
lookalike is what I'm not. Impersonator,
that's-
yes.
okay.
Because an impersonator is more of creating a character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so
Because
been-
Billy Crystal does Negro people.
Sure. Yeah.
he just
so
wanted
he
to say
becomes-
Negro
Yeah.
again. It's
He does Sammy Davis Jr., doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Which would
you've-
be an impersonation.
Right.
But you've been doing Obama now for how long?
Since 2008?
Wow.
Since before 2000.
Before Saturday Night Live?
Before the election, yeah.
Right.
Before the first election.
That's why we were glad he got reelected.
Yes.
But you have a project with.
Yeah, I've been
and you-
working. I'm working with this wonderful improv actor named Susan Deming, and she has a Hillary character that
Hilarious.
she's developed. And we met through the manager that books me for my Obama stuff. He introduced us, and we started collaborating. And she called me one day, and she said, "I've got this idea of I want to do something like remember the film A Mighty Wind? That
Yeah,
was sort
I
of
loved it.
Christopher Guest.
Yeah.
I wanted this thing that's a folk duo, like Obama and Hillary are a folk duo, and we do covers of 60s and 70s and now 80s pop songs, but as Barry Hill, and it's called Postcards from Barry Hill. So
Oh my gosh.
about a month ago we released our first single, which is Obama, You'll Be a Lame Duck Soon, which is to the
Hilarious.
tune of
On your
Girl-
Facebook page?
Yes,
Okay.
which is to the tune of Girl, You'll Be a Woman Now.
And we have that, don't we, JW?
Yes, we do.
So can we play?
Oh, you want to play a piece of it?
Can we play
Yeah.
it?
Sure.
This is
Oh.
Barry Hill.
This is Postcards from Barry Hill, and it's Obama, You'll Be a Woman. You'll be a lame duck soon.
Whoops.
Maybe that too. With Bruce Jenner.
We elected you twice in a giddy haze of post-racial progress, and all they can say is he's not our kind. Boehner never gets tired of putting you down with his teary face like a sad old clown. But when the midterms are through, there'll be no stopping you. Don't you know, Obama? You'll be a lame duck soon. You won't have to pander for votes, Obama. You'll be a lame duck soon. Then you'll have Congress by the scrotes. Your agenda's been blocked since the day you took office, but who gives a damn? The reason why I scoff is you still have your executive powers. Raise the minimum wage, go for equal pay, student loan relief, marriage for the gays. Just check off your list. Make the ghost of Ayn Rand super pissed. It's your turn now. You'll be a lame duck soon. You'll have your legislative fun, Obama. You'll be a lame duck soon. Finally, you can get some shit done.
Wow.
Hilarious.
I didn't know you were going to play the whole thing.
Oh, of
Thank
course
you so
we
much.
are.
That's so I
that's
love
fantastic.
Susan's doing this whole torchy thing when she
it's
sings
whole
it,
like
and you've got
Retro.
to check out the video because it's hilarious. Obama running through the rose garden in slow motion, and it's just.
Did you play the
hilarious.
video just now?
No, we just played the audio.
Oh, okay.
But we are going to get a link for the YouTube channel
Mm-hmm.
before the edit. We're going to put the.
He has a YouTube channel too.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I have a YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, well, for our
Gosh,
YouTube
we're
channel.
missing out.
Well, we have a YouTube channel.
Right. Okay.
Thank
Good.
you.
But the video, but postcards.
Wake up, Dara.
Postcards from Berry Hill we have our own YouTube channel, P Cards from Berry Hill,
Oh my
and that's where the videos live, and they also live on my YouTube channel page, which is Ronnie Butler.
Right. So
Actually,
everything's
I think
linked.
my
Everything's
channel's
linked
Ronnie
up
Butler
and
Jr.
connected.
Everybody's so linked in.
Yeah, everybody's linked in. The thing is, we've already started. We've gotten 85% of the second video shot, which is a cover of. Oh my gosh, it just left my mind. Mrs. Robinson, Madam President, to the tune of Mrs. Robinson.
Oh gosh.
Which is me singing and playing the ukulele, all to the tune of what it's like if Hillary's in office, and which is hilarious. And next week we're shooting a little teaser for our Christmas album. We're shooting a faux commercial for the Christmas album. So Christmas from Berry Hill.
Are you directing them as well?
Actually, no. We've got a guy named Matteo Martinez who's shooting and directing them.
Okay.
So Susan and I because Susan and I are doing all the writing.
I'm
and,
thinking,
and
how
the
can you?
singing and
Right.
it's just like it's a lot.
Because you have done how many? You and Ralph have done 2 together, right? Videos. Tell me again.
We did Modern U.S.
Modern
President.
US
We did
President.
Photographs of Your Junk.
That's
Yep.
one I couldn't think of. Yeah. Both are brilliant.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. These are so.
And speaking of your directorial, that was a great episode on therapy. Shauna
Oh
Bloom's
yeah,
project.
yeah.
That's Shauna's project.
That's
isn't it?
Shauna's project. There's a friend of mine, Shauna Bloom, who has a web series called Therapy, which is about two Long Island gals who work for this just evil, devilish, high-end guy who runs a salon.
Queen, whatever.
Yeah, who runs a salon and
played by David Dean Bottrell,
hilarious.
Which is very funny. And I directed the pilot in the first, I think, 3 episodes.
Which one is the one that we just saw?
The pilot is out now, 101.
Oh, which that's not Kevin. Is the one named Kevin?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
That's the pilot.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh,
yeah.
And it's therapy, right?
Yeah, therapy.
And there's, I'm sure, .com or there's.
Also YouTube. It's
right.
if you go to YouTube and just type in therapy, you'll
I didn't
find
realize
fun
that
on
was
YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was the pilot.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I love him starting with his back to the camera and he's yelling at the other one.
Yes, in the background. Yeah, it's really fun.
And speaking of David Dean Bottrell, while we're plugging, because that's what we do here, we're like a tampon. David Dean is going to be on CSI tonight. Just by
he is?
Yes,
he
a big guest spot. And then I just read where he has signed a project. He's going to be shooting in Europe.
Oh, in Europe, he had said he had posted on Facebook that one of his dreams was always to be flown to Europe to shoot a project, and that's happening for him next year.
That's how white slavery happens too. I hope it turns out okay.
One of my dreams is to die a gruesome, bloody death in a B-horror movie.
Okay.
And the first time I said that, I'm still waiting for it to happen.
Well, then you should talk to Gregory Blair.
Yeah,
Gregory
Blair.
Blair.
Gregory
It's
Blair.
not
if you're
that much
listening,
fun, by the way.
But I want to.
Really?
I want like the stumble, and the twisted ankle, and the whole.
But you know why
bit.
Jasper says it's not fun
Because he's been the killer.
But because when they pour that syrup on you for the blood and it dries and it's cold outside, you're going to be like, okay.
Just
it's
one
okay.
note.
It's my dream.
Barbasol, that cheap shaving cream,
Yeah,
that's what
it
takes it all off.
Yeah,
Bill,
I mentioned
Bill
this.
Oberst
Takes
Jr.
off fake blood?
Takes all that fake blood off.
I mentioned it also takes off the smell of sex, I've been told.
Okay.
Sex.
What sex?
And we're married.
Hey,
Dennis.
But
Dennis.
I told that
Dennis.
I told that to a manager of mine
What
once that
he
I
must
wanted
go
to
through.
and he was like, "Wow, I wanted to die a gruesome, bloody death in a B-horror movie." And he was like, "Wow, Ron,
I'll get right on that.
Reach for the stars, Ronnie. Reach for the stars."
Nice, JW.
But I'm saying that because I want Josh
Putting it out in the
Stolberg. Josh
universe.
Stolberg, if you're out there, you direct horror movies, B-horror movies. You like me. You hired me before. Help me die.
Hook him up.
Yeah, hook a brother up.
Now, we also have a project called Richie Rich.
Oh my goodness!
Right? This is
Look
big.
at you done the research. Oh my God! Yeah.
Right? He's just not
So-
a pretty face.
I did last summer. I did a couple of episodes of this web series called, which is live action Richie Rich, and it was intended. They had a YouTube channel, all this. So it was supposedly just intended for the web. But when I showed up, they had 4 full cameras. They had 6 sets. I was like, I've never seen this much going into a web series.
Like a full production.
Yeah, it was a full production. And then I just found out from looking online about 3 weeks ago or a month ago, it got bought by Netflix.
Isn't it Edward Zwick? Isn't that one of the producers?
Yes.
So I mean, he and his brother were big. They're big producers.
Yep.
So just the fact
and
that
DreamWorks is also behind
to
it.
Yeah.
They weren't originally. The guy who originally started it sold it. They bought it, and that's when we knew something was up. So
yeah.
Congratulations. So thank you. I mean, I'm not a regular on it, but it was one of those things. I did one episode.
Right.
And I was
Well,
goofy enough that they completely. I was supposed to be a one-off, but they were.
That happens
kind
to you a
and
lot.
It
that
does.
happened on Bunheads.
It did. It happened on True. That's how True Jackson happened.
I was going to say most people probably know Ronnie from True Jackson, Keke Palmer.
Yeah.
Who is on Broadway as
during
Cinderella right now?
And look, oh my gosh, I think she's got a cover of Essence
looks
coming
amazing.
up and looks amazing.
Oh, wow.
And apparently,
talk about girl, you'll be a
Why
woman
does that
now.
sound familiar?
Keke Palmer. She also Akilah
and the Bee.
A lot of stuff.
I know the Keela and the Bee, the
She has
spelling
music.
bee.
She had some
music career.
She's now she's what 20 or 19.
Was that her 18th birthday?
I don't know.
She's going to be 22ish, maybe.
True Jackson was a show on
Nickelodeon.
I don't know if the boys were.
Would have been a girls' show.
No,
she's 21.
We watched it.
Is
I
she?
think.
True Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ronnie was on for the run of the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 years or
3 years.
3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have fun?
3 seasons. It was an absolute blast.
Yeah, it was a great
Absolute
character.
blast.
Very fun character.
Fun show, fun people.
But
really,
Kiki's
really
turned out
wonderful.
to just be a great young lady.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely.
I read
wonderful
recently
young lady.
she may be doing a talk show, or there was a talk show in the
I
works
saw
or something.
I saw something in the trades. I don't know if that's still happening.
She co-hosted The View the other day.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I watch it every day if I can.
Oh, good for her. I
Yeah,
had
she
no
co-hosted
idea.
and she was really like opinionated in a good way, and I think even Whoopi was like, "Wow."
Oh, you know what? I think I may have that on.
You may have that on TiVo.
Yeah, I may have to check that.
Check
Do you
it
remember
out.
which day?
I want to say
I'll ask her dad.
Two weeks ago.
He posts on his page. That's how I find out about what's going on with Kiki as I read her.
probably-
proud dad.
Page, yeah.
So
You could
cute.
probably Google,
Yeah,
The View
that's
and
true.
Keke Palmer. Yeah. So now, what else? You do it all? Am I forgetting something?
No, that's enough.
I mean,
I'm tired.
and then pilot
Yeah.
season is starting next
Pilot
month.
season is starting. Who knows what's going to happen with that? I just,
We never know.
We never know. It's just fortunately I have the audiobooks that keep me busy, that keep stuff rolling in,
Right.
and I will, continue to go out for whatever they send me. And in the meantime, I find that the best way to keep things happening in Hollywood is to keep generating,
Keep doing
myself
it yourself.
So, and it's whenever, if I when by working on this script and finishing it and sort
Yes.
of putting my energies there, all of a sudden things flow in from other directions because
Exactly.
you're
That's
generating
right.
and keeping
Yep.
busy, as
That's right.
opposed to
Looking and
walking, looking and looking, or walking into every room going, I need this job, please God, I need, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Instead of having musical theater desperation.
Yes.
You walk in and you go, can we get through this, please? Because I have a script I need to go
Right.
finish or go sell, and that's, for whatever reason, attractive.
Nobody
Right.
wants desperate.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And when you're so busy doing other stuff, we don't go
Yeah.
in the room with that sort
It's
of
the same way
desperation.
with relationships.
Right. When you're
Yeah.
not looking,
Yep.
they find you.
Mm.
Yeah. That's interesting, Dara. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
The wise
I'll
wisdom.
be here all
of-
night.
The wise wisdom of Dara.
Well,
and
it
I'll
took a
be here
minute.
all night and
It took
tomorrow
It took
and
a
the
minute
next
to
day.
get there.
We never did any entertainment dish tonight.
We'll get there.
I know.
We're
I was,
with
I was
Ronnie.
wondering about that.
We're
Yeah.
with
You
You
Ronnie.
were too, JW?
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie's more important than an entertainment
That's
dish.
why you were looking at my watch. My watch says it's 11:26.
I was like,
Oh.
what is going on there? I was
No,
looking
did.
at
I
his watch
fixed
and
it.
I was like,
Is he in
I fixed
London?
it. Yeah.
I was like, what time zone is he in?
Well, bottom line is make sure you check out Ronnie's pages and
Oh,
follow.
yes, I will
and-
do. I'll check out your page with my page, and then you'll like my
I
page, and
will,
I'll like
thank
your
you.
page.
And if all of this is too much to remember because it's a lot, just go to
We'll just Google you and see
yeah,
your nude
if you go to
photos that were
Ronnie,
leaked
if you go to
online.
RonnieButler.com There's links there to absolutely everything. You can
Perfect.
go to YouTube, you can go to Facebook, you can go to Tumblr, you can go to Instagram,
Grinder,
you can go to,
whatever.
We're not going to
Tinder.
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 Instagram,
Yeah, absolutely.
whatever.
It's all
Is there
there,
one called
one-stop
Tinder?
shopping.
There's Tinder.
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Well,
Is
that's
it
where
Is
you-
it TENDER? Like
I think
Tinder?
it's TI.
No, Tinder
It's
is
like a
in Start a
Grindr.
Fire.
Oh.
But that's
Yeah.
where you just scroll. You look at a
You
person's
swipe.
picture.
You just look at the picture and you go yes or no. It's the
And
most.
then it matches
it's
you.
the most superficial.
There's
which
no
is what people are.
no background, right?
There is background
initially. Oh, okay.
Once you hit yes, you can tap first and then look at background before you say yes or no. But
Allegedly.
literally,
What do you
can
mean?
just
So then,
this.
if you say yes, then you meet somewhere?
no, if you like,
Wanna
right?
see it?
You
Yeah.
like, and if the other person likes you as well, then you get a message that there's a match.
So you've heard.
So I've heard. So I've
No,
heard.
it
my
works. It works.
Allegedly.
In theory.
And
Allegedly.
Grinder, is that just a gay app
Ask
hookup?
Ralph about Grindr.
I don't know about it.
Ask Rose.
Ralph doesn't.
So you get a picture like this,
Yes.
and you either
Oh,
swipe
hell-
right or left.
Yes.
And if you want to look to see if he has more pictures, you can scroll through.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, go back.
Are you
gonna like him?
Ronnie's single,
Are you gonna
right?
like him?
You're single?
So then, if you swipe,
Yes,
how do
I
you know
am.
which way to swipe? It'll tell you. So you swipe one way means.
Or
yes.
you can hit the X.
What about
the
meeting
X
in
or the heart.
church or temple like the olden days?
Well, they do. They hold that in the back pew of the
Yeah.
church, and they're looking through.
Holy moly.
There's
Yeah.
no
Then that's the next
There's
one.
no judgment here.
Do people get married from Tinder? Are there Tinder marriages?
That's
I have
next,
no
probably.
idea.
It hasn't been around that long.
You need
has
to
it?
do a reality show on Tinder.
And the thing is, it only shows you the people who swiped yes on you as well. So you don't
Right.
ever
Are you
get
on there?
connected. Oh yeah. I'm on.
You don't ever see who rejects you.
Yeah, Tinder's not anything like Grindr or anything else where, Grindr has more of a reputation for hooking up, and
Yeah.
Tinder's more about
What about like
dating.
Match.com? Or,
Supposedly.
Oh, that's
yeah.
so.
that's
that-
so 80s.
Well, the
That's
thing
ti-
about Tinder is it's linked to your Facebook, so it pulls pictures only from your Facebook.
Only from your Facebook.
Holy
Which is
moly.
great. So that means, people still can set up a fake Facebook and all of that and still catfish, but at
It's a
the
lot
same
more work.
time, it's a lot more work.
So eHarmony and Match.com.
Christian Mingle is
Okay,
out.
Cupid.
Okay, Cupid is actually taking on what Tinder's doing because they've seen the success of it. So
What's
they
the
have a
site
swipe
where- I
didn't know
quick
that.
match now.
What's
yeah.
the site where you only date married people? That's there's a new one for
Wouldn't
that.
know about that. I'm not a
So
homewrecker.
is Tinder only
Swingers.
on smartphones?
Swingers with a Z.
What's that?
Is Tinder
There
only
is
on
also
smartphones?
tiring.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Is
I
it
did-
exhausting, Dara?
As
It's
a married woman.
you think it's exhausting? Try being in the middle of it. It's
I didn't even
exhausting.
I
know-
love you, Kevin.
I didn't even know
Holy
about
moly.
Tinder.
I have a
thought you
whole
were
tab
joking.
just
I
for
just-
hookup apps. See, there's the whole tab.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
like 4 or 5
little
different
a
ones.
little group on
And
the
then
phone.
you just show up with saran wrap to make sure you don't get any STDs. I mean,
Right.
really, it's frightening.
I know. I'm
Well, what's
just
what's wrong with
No.
a good
really not in
STD,
it.
Dara? An
Well, a
STD,
little STD, little scale.
No, you got to
little
shrink wrap.
crabs
You
is
got
okay.
to shrink wrap, and then maybe
It builds
use
character.
Truvada.
Holy moly.
Okay, listen.
This is the age we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, people, pull it together. No, we're going to take our last break, and when we come back, we're going to maybe do a little entertainment news.
Sure.
Get
And
it
then
together. That's a Kiki Palmer. That's a Kikiism.
Yes.
She would be like, get it together.
There's a Palmer. There's a football player last name Palmer.
football, you've lost us.
Okay.
I think on that note, we'll do "You in Your Hand Tonight" by Pink.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Okay, we're
Well-
all going to take a break and have some birthday cake, and then we're going to come back and
Get
talk
your lotion
about,
ready. We'll be
talk
back.
about entertainment news because
Ralph?
I have some questions.
Thank you.
Oh, good. I hope I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ralph, take us out, please.
Okay.
Take
Guys,
us out.
We're going to take our last break, and when we come back, we are going to do our final shout-outs. We're going to have a little entertainment dish with Dara Zane Scully. Come back, Planet Earth. Take us out, JW.
You're back on the set with Hollywood's bad guy, Jasper Cole. Here's Jasper Cole.
Woo! All right, here we go.
Oh!
Counting it down in the last stretch here of our last show of 2014. It is On the Set with Jasper Cole. With my posse, Dara Zane Scully, Ralph
Hello.
Cole Jr.,
Hello, Planet Earth.
John Williams,
Hello.
and our special guest, Ronnie Butler Jr.
Hello.
Do your best Obama quickie.
Dara, I don't like being put on the spot. So why don't you just get to the fucking entertainment news and help us out?
Yes. that was Obama there.
So good.
And if you're listening,
You,
hello,
if you're
Hotto.
listening, Saturday Night Live, there's your
Hotto,
replacement.
you, Hotto.
They can't afford Ronnie Butler Jr. Thank you.
Oh, no, they can.
We are ready for the entertainment. Oh, I hope Murray
We
heard
saved
that.
the best for last.
Yes,
It's been a
yes.
jam-packed show. Hit it,
It
Dara.
is. Hit it.
What do we have?
Well, you know I'm a Royal watcher. Kate and William are in New York. I know you hate the Royals. I love the Royals.
Go ahead.
This is all through the
I love you.
Dean's
Go ahead.
family line. Kate and William are coming to New York for a few days.
Okay.
And they're going to an NBA game. Can you see Kate at an NBA game?
Okay.
I went to
Totally.
one. I went to one, so
She's
she can go
pregnant,
to
isn't
one.
she?
She is
Maybe
pregnant.
her water will break while she's there.
Maybe she'll have a hot dog and some peanuts.
She's pregnant again?
I think
She's pregnant again.
Had a hot dog.
Boy,
This
she
is
is-
probably her. No, this is her last one because you know why? She has terrible pregnancies.
Oh,
Like,
really?
She's really sick in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she has some of the best teeth for an English.
They have great
lady.
teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she is doing her job as a royal wife because
Yeah.
that's
what you do.
And yeah,
And-
and if he's another boy, wow, because
Yeah. Totally.
yeah.
She's at least getting one. She already had one. George.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that name. So cute. And let's see. Did we see Mariah Carey at the Rockefeller
I did.
Tree Center lighting?
I did not.
Oh my goodness.
I
She
did.
was
Sad.
3 hours late, so she wasn't able to pre-tape her singing, and unfortunately her voice is not quite what it is. It's sad. It was sad to
Well,
watch.
apparently she had
Her and Leanne
she had
Rimes.
the option to not do it. I mean,
Right.
she asked, "Well, if you're not going to let me pre-tape, can I at least sing it live?"
And I
Yes.
think she pissed off the sound guy because then he isolated the vocal and put it up on YouTube. Did you hear about that?
Forgive
For
me.
NBC?
Yes.
Did he get fired?
I don't know.
If you go on YouTube,
Wow.
and
Really?
see, I'm not a singer, so I didn't understand what that meant. You isolate.
Yeah, so what they do is they actually just zoom in on just that microphone.
Yeah.
And it's no effects, no anything, and
Oh
it's
my
just what
gosh.
she sounds like right now. See here, I'm speaking on a mic right now.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
What song did she sing?
Oh, her famous.
I do this, and then I add a little bit of effect, and that's what she's hearing through her monitor.
Right.
So when she's singing and she's got this whole band and everything else behind her and backup, vocals and all
It's
of
a
that.
mix. It's a nice mix.
and she's blending into that mix. So
Oh my
so
gosh.
when they isolate a vocal, they're blending, or they're not doing anything about blending. They're actually just zooming in on that actual performance. And the thing about it is that it's worse than singing a cappella because when you do a cappella, you can adjust your vocal.
Because you're just hearing yourself
Yeah,
naked
exactly.
and you're making adjustments.
She's hearing all the instruments and all the background
And the
vocals and all
voices
the
in her
voice.
head.
Yeah. So that's
And
what the
did you-
isolated vocal
Did you
is.
see the dancers? They were like on crack cocaine. Those little kids. They had them so amped up. It was crazy. They need to change their artists for next year. Seth MacFarlane was amazing.
I thought what was sad for Mariah is right after her, Lady Gaga follows her with Tony Bennett, and they were brilliant.
They were so
Oh, were
cute.
they?
You know, so
Yeah.
Lady Gaga just slams it. I
Right.
thought Leanne was really good, actually, but that's.
The taking off the jacket.
But she's
and
got a voice.
She has a voice,
Yeah.
but she's a hot mess.
Well, I like Leanne. You're welcome here anytime.
Oh, like
sweetheart.
she's coming on.
She can sing. She can
And then
sing.
Kathy Griffin is a new replacement
Fashion
for
Police.
Fashion Police. I think that's,
That's
totally
the perfect choice. But it's not going to
Totally
be weekly.
perfect.
It's only going to be special.
Special
things.
events?
It's not every week now.
Oh, that's kind of good.
Yeah, the first
yeah.
one is the Golden Globes.
But they got rid of the George guy, and they're bringing in Brad, the guy that worked for
the guy that had a show. the
Rachel
styling-
Zoe?
Yeah.
Is it Rachel
Brad,
Zoe?
Brad's World. Or
Yeah,
Oh,
Brad.
the guy who was like her Rachel Zoe's assistant.
Yeah, and
Yes.
she got
Okay.
really bitter when he left and had his own situation going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do we know why no George? Is it just that a
No.
Kathy thing,
No,
or is that
I
the
don't-
producers
you
are just
know,
like
I
let's
don't-
change the show?
I don't know what is up. I don't know if George
Maybe
is
George has his
staying.
own show.
He's good. I don't know if he's.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. They haven't
Is
really.
Kelly Osbourne staying?
Yes, and Juliana Rancic.
Could she eat a sandwich?
Could
slender.
Juliana eat a sandwich, and could Kelly Osbourne just pick a hair color that is natural?
I know. I know. Okay, so and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
They're back.
They're back, and they're fun to watch because it's kind of bringing it back to showing more the lifestyle and what they do with their lives instead of all the fighting. So it's been
I like
good
seeing
so far.
Eileen Davis and Elise. I like seeing two actresses who are still
Yeah.
acting that aren't
Yeah.
leaving it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Yeah.
And you know I'm a big Lisa Vanderpump
And she was
fan.
in the Palm Springs Christmas parade last night.
Yes, yes.
She was the grand
Wow.
marshal.
So does they go down Highway 111? Is that
Palm Canyon. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't go.
Oh,
If I'm not in it, why should I go?
right.
I
And
hear
don't you
ya.
tweet with Lisa?
Have you ever
I
been
do.
in a parade?
She's sweet.
Yeah.
When I
She's
was a
sweet.
kid, I twirled a baton when I was 5.
Of course you did.
Oh yeah.
I bet,
Oh, yeah.
and I bet
In
it was
front
on
of-
fire.
in front of when his brothers are watching football. Oh my God!
During the halftime
Just
show.
to annoy the hell out
During
of
the
him.
halftime show.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna have a baton, do his little twirl down the aisle, but
I
he
bet
didn't.
you still have the hot pants that you wore.
I bet they still fit.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll twirl for you next month.
Okay, that's about it for me.
Well,
Oh, and happy birthday, Tony Sweet.
Tony Sweet.
Happy
yes,
birthday, Tony
Thank you
Sweet.
for everything.
Yes.
So our next show is January 4th.
Fourth?
Right after
January
right
4th.
after New Year's.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. And our guest co-host on January 4th is going to be Drew Droege.
Yay,
Oh,
Drew.
Oh my God.
Comedian extraordinaire.
Mhm.
So we're
Yes.
going to have fun with him.
That's
Oh
going to
my
be fun.
gosh.
So
Fun.
everyone, thank you so much. Have wonderful holidays.
Yes,
You too,
you
Jasper.
too.
I'll think I'll see some of you around.
Happy
Yes,
holidays
we
to
might be in
everyone.
Palm Springs.
Ronnie,
Yes.
thank you for
Thank you,
taking
Ronnie.
time to come out
No,
and do
thank
this.
you for
Can you
having
say
me.
goodbye in Obama language?
Have a fantastic holiday, everyone. Happy Christmas, Monica, and hope to see you in the new year.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Fantastic.
Thank you guys.
Dara's
Have
going
a-
to take me home now. Make me
Yes.
talk like that all night.
Dara could be Monica Lewinsky,
Yeah.
but in a
Goodbye,
good way.
everybody.
Peace out. We'll see
Yes.
you in 2015. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't miss a minute of On the Set with Jasper Cole and get the inside scoop on everything going on behind the scenes in Hollywood.